All right, welcome back to the channel. So the WBC responds to the allegations that Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder with loaded gloves, and their response should be no surprise whatsoever. However, it should also have no effect on you whatsoever because the WBC has zero credibility in the matter. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So first things first, Tyson Fury is under fire, and he is under serious fire from boxing fans in the United States that have been saying from the time the fight took place that there was something very funny about that fight. There was something going on that did not quite sit right in the minds of many fight fans. Now, these fight fans are people that like Deontay Wilder, and there are fight fans that don't care anything about Deontay Wilder. They just said, hold on, man, there is something real strange about this fight. These punches are landing and hurting this dude in ways that a punch like that shouldn't hurt somebody, right? So now this was the response that I was getting at bars where I watched the fight from people who were MMA fans. I had people that were not big fans, that were fans of, of other fighters, but watched the fight because it was a big deal. And they were like, nah, man, something is not right about that. Something's not right. So from the very beginning, people had a feeling something was not right about that fight. Something didn't look right about that fight. So as time goes on, people start coming out and saying, hold on, look at how this glove is behaving. That looks odd. Then you have other people come out and say, hold on, don't just look at the left glove, look at the right glove. Dude, that doesn't look like there's any padding in that glove. Why is that glove flat on the top? All kind of conversations going on about it. But now it's really hitting ahead. And it's really hitting ahead because people close to Deontay Wilder's team are now speaking out about it. Now, why would they be speaking out about it? Why would they be pushing on it? Well, I think that people just by and large don't want to feel as if they've been cheated. And if they're going to lose a fight, they want to feel like they lost the fight on the up and up. You don't want to feel like you lost a fight because somebody got over on you, because somebody cheated you. So there's a lot of talk about that going on, and very, very solid arguments, very, very solid video and photographic evidence that could lead a reasonable people to say, dude, that left glove is not on his hand all the way in the first fight. And in the second fight, it looks like his glove on his right hand is completely flat at the top. And there are photographs that look like you can clearly, not look like, but where you can clearly see the guy's knuckles. Then you have other pictures come up where Deontay Wilder has an indentation, a gruesome looking indentation in the side of his head that, according to people that are reporting what Deontay Wilder's doctor said, is that had to come from came from a blunt object. That didn't come from a fist. It didn't come from a glove. It's not conducive with a boxing glove. Now, to actually hear what the doctor himself said would be helpful, because we're getting it secondhand. And sometimes, when people give an explanation that the doctor gave, you don't always give the exact one. But the gist of it is that the dude has a dent in his head, and that dent did not come from a padded glove. So when you see pictures on the internet, on a website, and I've done this on my video before, go check out the other video I did, where you can go to the photographer's actual website, see a photo, and see the guy's hand exposed. I mean, this is stuff that people can see with their naked eyes. This is not some big conspiracy theory where people are just pulling stuff out of, no. You can see the guy punching, you can see his hands, you can see his knuckles. You see on the glove where the guy is throwing a punch, you see the glove dip back and down. And your wrist doesn't do that. That's just common sense looking at it. However, don't let common sense stand in the way of the WBC, who says that they were there. First of all, Marcio Suleiman starts off with a flat out lie, from what I understand. and says that he was in both Tyson Fury's locker room and Deontay Wilder's locker room at the time that they were getting their hands taped, and he saw both of them. Dude, they both got their hands wrapped at the same time. How could you be in both locker rooms at the same time, man? Okay, you're trying too hard. But here's my thing. As far as whether the WBC, what the WBC says about it, I said this in my live stream yesterday. I'm going to continue to say it. Who cares what they think? That's not their job, is to protect. They're going to protect their champion. They're not going to step out and say, yes, this is obviously something that we missed. The Nevada State Athletic Commission is not going to jump out there and say, yes, we understand that we missed something. Okay? Because obviously they missed something. Because if they didn't miss it, you would not see gloves bending this way and dipping down, and you wouldn't see people's knuckles exposed, right? So they want to continue. They want to push this idea that because they approved it means that nobody cheated. That's not the case. How many people get TSA, which is, does the security for airlines? Dude, people get weed, get things on planes all the time, walking right through those metal detectors, walking right through those people that are standing around. Get stuff on planes all the time. You have drug dealers that ship pounds and pounds and pounds or tons of drugs across countries in planes through the water and right by customs and right by people whose full-time jobs is to try to catch people smuggling that stuff in. And they get it past them all the time. If you do not believe me, go ask the local dude that you get your weed from where he got it from. He will not tell you. If you're not in a state where it's not legal, that got imported by somebody that got right by the entire security apparatus of the state, preventing it from getting in. People get away with cheating all the time. But the WBC wants you to believe that because they were in the room and that the Nevada State Athletic Commission was in the room, that that means you cannot possibly see what you actually see on those pictures, which is with his knuckles completely exposed. Now, the WBC, though, specifically, has no credibility in this. They're the ones that just lowered Combuterol levels so that fighters could take Combuterol, a performance-enhancing drug, and not test positive. They did that with Canelo Alvarez. And then when Canelo Alvarez said that he didn't want to fight a mandatory, they make up this whole new rule called this whole new championship called the franchise belt to help Canelo Alvarez still stay clear of a mandatory that he doesn't want. So for their big money guy, they not only changed their performance enhancing drug rules, they also concocted a franchise belt that would allow the guy to fight and keep that belt no matter what weight classes he fought at, and has no mandatory whatsoever, right? Also, Alexander Jimenez, WBC came out for Alejandra Jimenez just like he's coming out for Tyson Fury. When people had fought Jimenez before, it's like, no, that's a man. No. She looks like a man. She sounds like a man. She hits like a man. There is something going on with her. She's either now they chalked it up to her actually being a man, because you can look at her face, you can hear her voice, and she looks like a man. So, but what did the WBC say? The WBC said, no, there's nothing wrong with that at all. No, you guys are you're disgusting. Shame on you. You're being, I think they call people homophobic and just haters on her lifestyle. And then what happens? Not a week later, she pops dirty for performance enhancing drugs. And even then they support her. And they took months and months before they wound up taking the belt from her and giving the belt back to the person that got cheated. That's what the WBC just did. So the WBC they have no credibility in this. You're not supposed to expect the WBC to turn around and say, yo, you know what? We found some cheating after the fact. Go find me any scenario where the WBC found some type, based on videotape evidence, went back into a fight and said, you know what? That was cheating. Now they want to use videos. And the ironic thing is that they want to use instant replay. They want to use instant replay in scoring fights. If you're going to use instant replay to score fights, then how come you can't? Then why can't you use instant replay to find out if a guy's gloves are loaded or not? Right? So in one instance, instant replay and video works perfectly well. In another instance, when it might cost somebody some money and they might have to, punish Tyson Fury for what Tyson Fury obviously did. No takers on that, man. No takers on that. Look, the WBC with the WBC saying that they didn't see anything, you can expect that. The WBC is just a front organization. That's all it is. They're supposed to lend credibility to the fight. But if you look at how they've administered their rules definitely over the last 2 years, you'll see that what they are is that they're for pay. If whoever they believe is going to bring them the most money, right, are the people that they're going to support and they're going to stand behind. You see it with Canelo Alvarez. Now you see it with Tyson. You see it with Tyson Fury. I don't know what in the world possessed them about Alejandro Jimenez, except for maybe they thought Alejandro Jimenez was going to be able to get a fight with Clarissa Shields, something like that, and maybe we make a big fight between those two, and then we can cheat Clarissa Shields out of the WBC belt. Man, just get out of here, man. Tyson Fury, you can see it. You can see it on the videos. You can see it. You can see it in the pictures. That's all you need. The idea that because they didn't catch him means that it didn't happen it's just ridiculous. They're saying I was in the room. Okay, you were in the room. You missed it. Or what happened is you approved it because you went by your rules, right? 10-ounce gloves. Put it on the scale. Yep, that's 10-ounce gloves. We approve the gloves. Never looking at the fact that 8 of the ounces of the glove of the padding is down here by the wrist. Man, look, dude, the game is up. People watch it. They keep watching it. Every fight Tyson Fury has, people are going to watch it. They're going to keep their eyes on him, and they're going to be looking for scenarios where he shows that he's a dirty fighter, and he continues to show it. You can look back at his past fights and see it. Just fess up and punish the dude, man. Anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section, and with that, I'm out. Peace.